Hey cruisers, today we've got a full breakdown with your ultimate 2026 guide to Royal Caribbean's drink packages, including a few brand new updates you absolutely need to know before you book your next cruise. Up next. Now before we get into the basics, let's kick things off with 3 new changes that will matter to nearly every cruiser headed out in 2026. First of all, Royal Caribbean has expanded what's included in the refreshment package. This was a big deal for non-drinkers and light drinkers. As of 2025, Royal Caribbean introduced non-alcoholic spirits, wines, and yes, beers are now included with the refreshment package as long as you're of legal drinking age. The refreshment package essentially is the non-alcoholic drink package, which includes almost every single drink on board the ship that doesn't include alcohol. It used to exclude non-alcoholic beers and wines, but now includes them. So that means in addition to sodas and mocktails, you also have a wider variety of choices, and that adds to the value there. Equally important is a rule change because Royal Caribbean has officially eliminated exceptions to the deluxe beverage package rule. What this means is if someone in your stateroom wants to buy the deluxe beverage package, the limited alcohol option package that is, everybody of legal drinking age must buy it too. Royal Caribbean had previously allowed exceptions. If, say, one adult didn't want alcohol, they could buy a non-alcoholic package, but that rule is now gone. It doesn't matter if you're pregnant, recovering alcoholic, or any other excuse you may have. If one adult in the cabin wants to get the deluxe beverage package, all other adults must buy it. No more exceptions, and that's unfortunately because a lot of guests were abusing this rule, and they were trying to use this as a loophole to save money and share drink package benefits, which is against the rules. Finally, the third change is Royal Caribbean has a new hybrid option called the Refreshment Plus 10 Drinks Package. This combines all the non-alcoholic beverages plus 10 alcoholic drinks that you can use at any time of your cruise, total, not per day. It's currently only showing up on longer sailings like transatlantic and 9+ night voyages, but cruisers are seeing it pop up in cruise planner accounts, so it might be something that you might be able to see there. Now, with those 3 updates out of the way, let's cover the basics, what the drink packages are, how much they cost, the fine print, and how you can save money on any drink package. At the most basic level, a drink package lets you prepay for most of your drinks on board, so you don't have to pay the tab after every poolside cocktail or specialty coffee. You have a few different options depending on what kind of drinks you want, from sodas all the way up to unlimited cocktails, beer, wine, and more. And yes, drink packages include gratuity, so that's already wrapped into the price that you see. First up, we have the deluxe beverage package, which is unlimited everything. This is Royal Caribbean's biggest package. It includes cocktails, spirits, mixed drinks, beer, wine by the glass, mocktails, premium coffees and teas, fountain sodas and Coca-Cola freestyle drinks, bottled water, fresh juices. Basically, it's all the drinks you might want. You can even get discounts on bottles of wine. 40% off wines up to $100 and 20% off over $100, which can be great if you like sharing a bottle at dinner. Now, there's an important rule, and we kind of alluded to this already. If one adult in your cabin buys this deluxe beverage package, all other adults staying in the same stateroom must buy it too. And equally important, you may not share any drink package benefits with anybody who doesn't have it. The second drink package is the Royal Refreshment Package, and this is the non-alcoholic drink package. It's the middle tier option. Lots of drink love without the alcohol. It includes unlimited fountain sodas and unlimited refills, Coca-Cola freestyle beverages, mocktails and non-alcoholic spirits, wines and beers, premium coffees and teas, juices, smoothies, bottled water. Basically, your stay hydrated, keep cool needs covered. This is the drink package that's great for people who don't drink alcohol, teens, or just those who want to have a lot of beverages without booze. And then you have the classic soda package, which is basically soda only. The soda package is the cheapest option. It offers unlimited fountain drinks with Coca-Cola Freestyle souvenir cup. If you just love soda or want to avoid paying a la carte, this might be your pick for it. And then, of course, we have the other one, which you mentioned earlier, which is the Refreshment Plus 10 Drinks package. And this is a new hybrid package on select sailings, probably longer ones, that offer Refreshment Plus 10 drinks. It gives you all the non-alcoholic benefits of the refreshment package, plus 10 alcoholic drinks for the entire cruise, not per day. So how much does a Royal Caribbean drink package cost? Well, there's a range, and it really depends on your ship and your sailing. So keep in mind that what one person pays on Utopia of the Seas for a 3-night sailing will be different, probably, than what somebody pays on a 7-nighter on Freedom or a 14-nighter on Odyssey of the Seas. The deluxe beverage package typically has a range of around $55 to $115 per person per day. Prices can be above that, especially if you wait to book them on board, or below that during pre-cruise sales, and During big promos like Black Friday, we've actually seen prices for the deluxe beverage package under $50 a day on some sailings. The Royal Refreshment package typically ranges between $28 and $42 per person per day. And as I mentioned, this includes all your non-alcoholic drink options. The refreshment plus 10 drink option is around $36 to $40 per day on some sailings, but availability is pretty limited on this. And then the classic soda package. Oftentimes you can get it for about $10 to $18 per person per day. But before you reach in your wallet, grab your Bill's Mafia credit card, here are the key rules and fine print you should absolutely understand. Number one, drink packages cannot be shared. If one person pays for a package, another person in the same stateroom cannot piggyback on it. Each person needs their own. Number two, if one adult buys the deluxe beverage package, everyone else of legal drinking age in the same cabin must also buy it. Now, this rule does not apply to the refreshment package or the soda package. It only applies to the deluxe beverage package, and there are no more exceptions to that rule. No matter which drink package you purchase, you must purchase it for the entire cruise. Royal Caribbean generally does not let you buy a package only for some days, like mid-cruise. You can't cherry pick it, like I only want on days 3, 7, and 9. If you're buying it for the whole sailing, beginning on day 1. Now, you can buy it during the sailing, like after a day or two, but there needs to be a certain amount of days left in order to get it. And at that point, you'd pay the prorated rate. But for most people, they're buying it like right at the beginning of the sailing or beforehand. Also worthy of noting is that Starbucks and specialty shops are not included. Even if you buy any of these drink packages, drinks from a Starbucks kiosk are not included and must be paid separately. Now, it's a little confusing because at places like Cafe Promenade or Cafe Latitudes or Pearl Cafe, they serve Starbucks drinks, and those are included with your drink package. But an actual Starbucks kiosk with like a Starbucks logo outside of it is not included with your drink package. Now for the part that most of you came here for. How can you save money on a drink package? There are some legit ways to do it. Number one, you can buy it before your cruise. Honestly, this is your best bet. Pre-purchasing online in the cruise planner almost always saves you a lot of money compared to buying it on board. Prices on the ship will be much higher. So no matter which drink package you're talking about, you will always get a better price if you buy it before the cruise. I'm not talking like $5 or $10 a day. I'm talking like $30, $40, $50 more. If you buy your drink package on board the ship, like the deluxe beverage package, you will pay over $100 per person per day on board the ship. It's crazy. Definitely pre-book. And Royal Caribbean wants you to pre-book. That's why they're offering these pre-cruise discounts that are available in the Royal Caribbean app or the Cruise Planner website. In addition, you're going to want to watch for seasonal sales. There are Black Friday sales, Cyber Monday sales, July 4th, New Year's Eve, Valentine's Day, third week in August. Royal Caribbean has so many different sales these days that you really want to look for them and see if there's a drink package price change. And if you do find one, you can cancel and rebook if the price drops closer to your sailing date. In fact, you can always take advantage of canceling and repricing a drink package before you're sailing all the way up until your sail date. There's no penalty for doing this. This is one of the best ways to do it. In fact, I'm going to go one step further. If you know you want the drink package, buy it now, no matter what the price is, because if there is a better price tomorrow, next week, 6 months from now, you can cancel, rebook, take advantage of the lower price. However, if by booking now and the price never goes down, it can actually go up. Sometimes Royal Caribbean raises drink package prices. So that's why you want to book it now, lock in the price, and then watch for a potential price decrease later on. Royal Caribbean also offers 2 other kinds of drink packages, but they're not unlimited. There's the Cafe Select card. If all you want are lattes, espresso, or something stronger than regular coffee, which by the way, regular coffee is included in your cruise fare, then perhaps Royal Caribbean's Cafe Select coffee card is the right choice for you. Unlike other drink packages, the coffee card is not unlimited. Instead, you get a physical card that can be punched every time you use the card. And every card is good for 15 punches. For every brewed coffee you order, the barista will punch a hole in the card to note how many drinks you've ordered. You can use the coffee card at Royal Caribbean coffee locations such as Cafe Promenade or Cafe Latitudes. It does not work at a freestanding Starbucks kiosk. Something else you can do with the coffee card you can't do with the drink package is actually share the benefits. If you buy one coffee card and share it between you and your spouse, you and your kids, you and an aging blogger who happens to be on board your ship, you can totally do that. Plus, the coffee card can be used on multiple sailings. Royal Caribbean clarified that rule. So if you buy it on a sailing in March and then go on a sailing in July, any unused portions from that coffee card can be redeemed on your next sailing. Royal Caribbean also offers a water package of 12 or 24 packs of 1 liter bottles of water, which are delivered to your cabin on embarkation day. The bottled water package is a convenient way to have spring water available for your use while you're sailing. It's also something that anyone that generally prefers bottled water over faucet water might want to invest in. In addition, having bottled water means you can take it around the ship with you or even on shore excursions. Remember, there's still drinking water on board the ship that's included, and the drinking water that's available at like every restaurant and bar is certainly filtered at a higher level than most public drinking water at home. The coffee card usually runs at $31 per card. The water package, 12 bottles for $39, 24 bottles for $69. Again, there can be a sale here or there that might drop it a little bit. But with all that being said, do you really need a drink package? Because Royal Caribbean includes some drinks with your cruise fare, and it offers the rest as an optional extra cost. That means you could pay for each one individually that you order. The advantage of buying a drink package is you pay one price and then get unlimited drinks. There's no guessing how big your bill is and no receipts assigned for with every drink. Even tips are included. Based on my many years of cruising, the question of needing a drink package boils down to how you like to vacation. You need to have a few drinks per day to make it a cost-saving opportunity. Otherwise, you're better off just paying for each drink on its own. The most important consideration is how you'll drink on vacation versus at home. In many cases, they're vastly different. There is no flat yes or no answer to determining if a drink package makes sense for everybody, but hopefully the considerations in this video will help from you. What I often hear most from other cruisers is over the course of longer sailings, like 7 nights or longer, is that it becomes more and more difficult to maintain that certain level of drinking per day required to get the value from the package. Now keep in mind, by the way, that you can always purchase a drink package even after the cruise begins if you find yourself drinking more than you thought. Royal Caribbean advertises that its drink packages can be purchased at any point in a cruise, provided there are at least 4 days left in the sailing. The key is to know how you like to cruise and which pros and cons of the drink package are most important to you. At worst, you're going to overpay for a drink package or for drinks on your own. In either case, you'll still likely have a great experience. Personally, I've bought drink packages for years from Royal Caribbean because of how easy it is to budget your drinks for any sailing. Without a drink package, I often find myself hemming and hawing about whether or not I really want to drink and end up rationing them in order to save money. The result is I'm just not as happy. The convenience factor alone of getting a drink package usually leads me to actually buy one. After all, you're on vacation and no memorable cruise starts off with worrying about how much the drink costs. While the upfront cost is definitely high, when you think about the premium coffees, bottled water, beer, and alcoholic cocktails that you can drink every day for one price, it makes not worrying about a big bill at the end of the cruise so much better. Plus, the drink package lets me try new drinks because there's no limit on how many drinks I can order. On the one hand, it definitely sounds gluttonous to have 3, 4, 5, or even more drinks per day. But when you look at the prices of drinks on a Royal Caribbean cruise, like a cocktail is going to cost $14 plus gratuity. So when you order 2, you're already going to be at least $30 pretty much. But of course, if you're not a big drinker, if all you can have is 1 or 2 drinks per day, and that's all you're ever going to want, then a drink package is definitely overkill for your particular needs. I think it's really important to look at a couple things before you buy the package. Number one, your itinerary. How many sea days or port days you have can definitely factor into making a drink package a good investment. While the drink packages do work at Royal Caribbean's private islands of Labadee and Perfect Day Coco Key, they don't work while you're in other ports of call. Like if you're off the ship spending the entire day exploring Rome, that's wonderful, but that's a lot of hours that day you're not able to take advantage of your drink package benefits. But if you have a lot of sea days, well, then it becomes an easier proposition to get more value from your package. Number 2 is convenience. For a lot of people, the convenience factor is the number one reason they buy a drink package. It has less to do with breaking even or getting full value out of the drink package. It's just for some folks, they want the ease of it. Buy the drink package, have it locked in, and not worry about it. That's it. They get on board the ship, they can start enjoying their vacation and not worrying about how much the drink costs and if they should get it or something cheaper. Not to mention, you can try new drinks with the drink package. There's no risk involved if you order a drink with it, sample it, and be like, oh, this is not for me. You can order a new one. There's no lost value. They don't charge you for anything like that. And lastly, there definitely is a money-saving opportunity here. Depending on how much you drink per day, a drink package could potentially save you a lot of the money. People on vacation like to indulge. They like to relax. And for a lot of folks, that involves a lot of drinking. Having 2 or 3 drinks in the morning, 2 or 3 drinks in the afternoon, and a couple in the evening, it can really make a drink package a worthwhile investment. So is a drink package worth it? The answer is It depends. If you love cocktails by the pool, a glass of wine at dinner, especially coffees, or just want a budget up front and avoid a big bill later, then yes, a drink package can be seriously worth it. But if you barely drink soda or only have 1 or 2 drinks a day, you might not recoup the cost. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on Royal Caribbean's drink package. Is it worth it? And what compels you to either buy it or not buy it? What's the most important factor involved? Let me know in the comments below. While you're down below our video, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications. That way, YouTube lets you know we have a brand new video to share. This has been Matt from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, and we'll talk again real soon.